Marsha Blackburn joins us now. Senator, thank you so much for joining us. Win the battle, win the war. There's a lot left to do, but it looks like maybe for the first time in my memory, a government shutdown didn't happen and Republicans didn't get blamed for it.
You're exactly right. I think Schumer's shutdown was beginning to resonate. And Joey, even the leftist pundits were talking about it, and they knew that Republicans had worked on this issue. Passing a CR is a way for us to say bye-bye to Biden's policies, to turn that corner, and to move forward passing President Donald Trump's agenda, making certain the border's secure, that we get inflation down, that we return our standing in the world, that we deal with crime in the streets. Those things the American people have said, let's get after this. Let's get this country back on the right track. And you know what? The American people are with us on that, and the Democrats, they're on the wrong side of this issue.
So looking at this bill to fund the government, kept it at funding, they say kept it at funding during the Biden years. I know the House has to do the work on the next spending bill, but where are you in the Senate to bring in Democrats on something that might actually cut government spending?
Oh, we're hard at work. As a matter of fact, those of us on Senate Finance, Republicans on Senate Finance, were at the White House this week meeting with President Donald Trump and working on how we push forward with the reconciliation bill, how we move forward the DOGE cuts into policy. So we're actually cutting spending, cutting into that baseline, saving the American people money, and working toward President Trump's goal of a balanced budget. And Johnny, you know, he has made promises to the American people all through his campaign. And as you well know, Joey, what they have said is we want government spending under control. President Trump has promised that. He's promised a balanced budget. He has promised that we are going to make these tax cuts permanent. He has promised that he's going to work on no tax on tips, overtime, and Social Security, and Senate Republicans are with him in this effort.
So we're going to move on here to this topic. It's one we've talked about in some way almost all morning. It's this idea that the days of weaponizing the government against parents or Catholics, pro-life activists, just where the country is on some social issues, you say that's over. Explain to me what you mean by that.
Oh, absolutely. And yesterday with President Trump joining A.G. Bondi at the Department of Justice, this was so encouraging for us to see. We had planned to be there, but of course we were voting. And to see them talk about the end to two tiers of justice and the weaponization of the Department of Justice and the FBI against the American people, and making certain that parents know if they go to the school board meeting or if they support a pro-life facility, they're not going to be a target. And people are so sick of this. They want equal access, equal treatment, equal justice. And they know that under A.G. Bondi, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, led by President Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, that is exactly what is going to be delivered from this Department of Justice, and they're ready for it.
Well, it took the Senate to confirm them. They're there. They're doing the work. Senator Marsha Blackburn, we appreciate you coming on.
Right.
Thank you for your work. And, of course, being from the great state of Tennessee, we're thinking about your constituents as these storms roll through and saying a prayer for them. So thank you for joining us.